Okay, what's up, you guys? Common Man Review here. So we've been talking about some potential Panthers players that they've shown some really high interest in, or enough interest at least to host them for a visit or go see them at their pro day, things of that nature. Today we're going to open up with Deshaun Hamilton. He is a wide receiver out of Penn State. He stands at 6'1", 205 with a 4.55 40 time. He has a career total 2,482 yards and 18 touchdowns. He's a pretty quick receiver. He doesn't get very good separation, but to his credit, he is a very good jump ball receiver, and he's very good at locating the football at its highest point. He's got good hands, but he's more of a possession receiver out of the slot than anything. He's a really good red zone receiver. I haven't seen him take a whole lot of balls, 70 yards, 80 yards for a touchdown, like some of these other guys have. To that credit, is one of the most explosive receivers in the draft, and that's Christian Kirk out of Texas A&M. He is a projected second or third round pick, depending on who you ask. And the Panthers have spent a good bit of time with him in Charlotte, so they've had enough interest to actually bring him in and speak to him. He is 5'11", and he's about 200 pounds. But he's a stronger guy. He posted 20 reps on the bench press, but he also ran a 4.47 40, so he's fast too. He's not going to go up and get a whole lot of balls, but he's got a really good catch. He's got a pretty good catch radius as long as it's within his sort of limited frame. But if he gets his hands on the ball, more likely than not, he's going to catch it. He has 2,856 total yards and 2 touchdowns. Or 26 touchdowns, I'm sorry. He's a guy the Panthers, I think, might take in the second round if, DJ Moore's gone or we can't make something happen to get him. I think Christian Kirk will end up being our second round pick, maybe, hopefully. But only the future holds. Oh, nobody knows. The next guy up is going to be Calvin Ridley out of Alabama. I have a lot to say about Calvin Ridley. He is one of the most perplexing, concerning, yet promising players in the draft. He has got some excellent physical tools. He is 6'1", 189 pounds with a lot of room to put more muscle on that frame. He ran a 4.43 40 at the combine. He has 2,781 yards and 19 career touchdowns. So really good numbers as a receiver. But now come the concerns. He is an elite level route runner with pretty good hands to match. He can do just about anything you need him to. He's not gonna go up and win a lot of jump balls, but he can do just about anything else. So here comes the bad. In 2017, he had 967 yards. So not a bad total, but he only went over 100 yards twice. He had 103 yards against Mercer. And then he had 171 yards against Mississippi State. So for a guy who had 957 yards in 2017, a third of his production came in 2 games. That's not good. He only caught 5 touchdowns last year, which it's not bad, but it's not, top 15 level receiver that he was being touted as. He faced 3 of the top defenses in the country last year. He came away with a high of 39 yards. Then that came against Clemson. He was held without a touchdown on 38 yards at Auburn. He had a touchdown on 32 yards against Georgia. So, didn't really do a whole lot against elite competition. But if that's not bad enough. Okay, so you're getting this guy as a rookie. He's 24 years old. Devin Funchess has been in the league for 2 years, and he's about to turn 23, I believe. Let me double check my facts here, you guys. Yes, he is 23 years old. And Calvin Ridley's going to be a rookie at 24. If we were to take him in the first round and pick up an option on him, he would be 29 years old by the time his rookie contract comes out, which benefits us greatly. We get the guy in the prime of his career for 5 years, and we're paying him pennies if he works out. There's no guarantee that he works out, but he could. You never know. So Calvin Ridley is falling rapidly. Right now, he's at the latter half of the first round. I wouldn't be surprised if he falls into the second round, which I would take him in the second round because that's a steal. You get a guy who was once considered a top 15 talent at any point in the draft. If he doesn't have any major character issues, I consider that a steal, no matter what age he is. Especially if you can get him after the first round, where you're not paying him millions of dollars to be a day one starter. Lastly, is a guy that Norv Turner is salivating over, and that's DJ Moore. He stands about 6 foot, 210 pounds, and he ran a 4.42 40. So really blazing speed. He has 2,027 career receiving yards and 17 total touchdowns. He's not nearly as productive as these other guys, but he's got some of the best physical traits. He's very fast, and he makes a lot of people miss. He's a very good athlete, but not a very refined receiver. He ran, I've seen him run well 3 or 4 routes. Obviously the go. He's run a couple of different types of screens. So that's 3 routes. And then he's run a slant. That's a 4-route tree. You need more than that. Not the Panthers year 1, we could have him run a fly every time, and that would benefit our offense immensely, having someone who could do that and threaten a defense every time. But we have to teach him how to catch, better footwork, more routes, play action, run blocking. We got to teach him everything. And I feel like among these 5 guys, he is the least refined, but the most promising playmaker in this draft. And one I wouldn't mind if we traded up to get in the second round, because I don't feel like he'll be there when we're drafting. But anyway, that's my opinion on our receivers that we've looked at. That's been Common Review. Let me know your opinions in the comments. Go ahead and leave a like on this video, and go ahead and subscribe to the channel and get the word out. I will see you guys next time.